Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Reynolds Field in historic Newport, Rhode Island. Today's Commonwealth Coast Conference baseball doubleheader features the Fighting Scots of Gordon College with a record of 12-9 overall and 7-5 in the Commonwealth Coast Conference against your Seahawks of Salve, Regina University with a record of 15-9 and 6-4 in the CCC. Before we announce today's starting lineups, we'd like to take a moment to honor the 9 seniors on the 2014 Seahawk baseball squad. Please direct your attention to just in front of home plate with the Seahawk coaching staff led by head coach Eric Sorella and bench coach Steve Sorella. They're joined by Salve, Regina University athletic director Colin Sullivan. And now, the Seahawk seniors. He's joined by parents Ginger and George and sister Kinsey. And a quote from his head coach Eric Sorella. Besides putting together one of the best offensive seasons in baseball, program's history as a junior, Tyler is a leader who always puts the team first. Please welcome number 10, outfielder from Easton, Connecticut, Tyler Colby. He's joined by his parents, Rhonda and TJ, and a quote from his head coach, Eric Sorella. Nobody will ever talk the game quite like Anthony. Most days, he's an extension of the coaching staff on the field, and more importantly, he can help you win a game in a number of different ways. Please welcome number 8, infielder from Georgetown, Massachusetts, Anthony Conti. He's joined by his parents, Elaine and Sal, and a quote from his head coach, Eric Sorella. Sal is a coach's dream because he brings energy and passion to the baseball field every single day, and he will do anything you ask of him. He may never understand how much he has contributed to the program, but his coaches and teammates will. Please welcome number 1 outfielder from Ridgefield, New Jersey, Salvatore Cumella. He's joined by his parents, Michelle and Damien, and a quote from his head coach, Eric Sorella. Nick is a speak softly but carry a big stick type of baseball player. He works hard, he has a great mindset, he cares, and he has been a tremendous asset to the program the past 4 seasons. And you know he will be a success in whatever he pursues in life. Please welcome outfielder from Reading, Massachusetts, number 3, Nicholas Delano. He's joined by his parents, Lena and Bobby D. Quote from his head coach, Eric Sorella. Dom has been one of the most talented and durable catchers in the region for a while now, and he has a knack for getting big hits. We are going to be looking for him to carry us during crunch time, both offensively and defensively. Please welcome the catcher from Central Falls, Rhode Island, number 21, Dominic DeSano. He's joined by his parents, Beth and Jeff, and a quote from his head coach. I can't think of anyone who has thrown in more big spots than Puff the past 2 seasons. He's an absolute workhorse out of the bullpen who set single-season records for appearances and saves just 1 season ago. Please welcome relief pitcher from Fairfield, Connecticut, number 19, Kevin Lambert. He's joined by his parents, Barbara and Edward, and a quote from his head coach. Through his love for pitching, attention to detail, and amazing work ethic in the weight room, Vin has quietly become one of the top pitchers in the entire conference. Once you hand him the ball to pitch, there is a good chance you aren't going to get it back that day. Please welcome the lefty pitcher from Pleasant Valley, New York, number 32, Vincent Roth. He's joined by his parents, Susan and Guy, and a quote from his head coach, Eric Sorella. One of my favorite people all time, hands down. You can't say his name without smiling. Tram is the best example of servant leadership going. He is the glue that holds the team together, and he is a Hall of Famer in the game of life. Please welcome catcher from Londonderry, New Hampshire, number 29, Alexander Trammell. He's joined by his father, Stanley, and a quote from his head coach, Eric Sorella. Z has come further than anyone during my brief tenure and is now a legitimate back-end bully arm. He cares about the program and his teammates. He doesn't make excuses. He is well respected, and his leadership will be missed. Please welcome pitcher from Northbridge, Massachusetts, number 13, Zach Zadelis. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in congratulating the class of 2014, the Seahawk Baseball 9. While pictures and video is being shot, I will now hand the microphone to Jillian Woodward for announcing today's starting lineups.
First, First for the Fighting Scots from Gordon College. Batting first, number 2nd, playing second base, Eric Walker. Batting second, number 19, playing third base, Jesse Amaya. Batting third, number 9, playing left field, Mark Fitzgerald. Batting fourth, number 5, playing right field, Alonzo Martinez. Batting fifth, number 26, playing first base, Travis Pullen. Batting sixth, number 27, designated hitting, Carlos Pichardo. Batting 7th, number 23, playing shortstop, Alex Smith. Batting 8th, number 4, playing center field, Alex German. And batting 9th, number 6, playing catcher, Dominic Craig. Pitching for Gordon College is number 16, Roland Laponte. The head coach for Gordon is John Rifle. And now for your Salve, Regina Seahawks. Batting first, playing center field, number 15, Ryan Kelly. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 2, Dan Donahue. Batting third, playing catcher, number 21, Dom DeSano. Batting fourth, playing right field, number 10, Tyler Colby. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 18, Joe Haley. Batting sixth, designated hitting, number 12, Alec Kusic. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 4, Ryan Sweener. Batting 8th, playing second base, number 9, Hunter Sleeper. And batting 9th, playing first base, number 8, Anthony Conti. Pitching for Salve Regina is number 22, Kyle Phelan. And the head coach of the Seahawks is Eric Sorella.
You just heard the starting lineups, well read by Jillian Woodward.
Please rise and remove your caps. We ask that you direct your
Now we have the national anthem.
Okay.
We'll take a short break before the national anthem. And the meeting with the coaches and umpires is completed. And now we are ready for the national anthem.
The American flag in center field as we honor America and those that protect our freedom with the playing of our national anthem.
Just before 1 o'clock, 12:58 exactly on the scoreboard in left field. Kyle Phelan on the mound, going to be taking warm-ups with senior catcher Dominic Desano.
In the field for the Seahawks.
In left field is number 4 Ryan Sweener. Center field is number 15 Ryan Kelly. Right field is number 10 Tyler Colby. Third baseman number 18 Joe Haley. Shortstop is number 2 Dan Donahue. Hunter Sleeper is at second base, number 9. Anthony Conti is at first base, number 8. The catcher is Dominic Desano, and throwing the pitches is number 22, Kyle Phelan. The live stats.
Now batting for Gordon, number 2, Eric Walker.
First pitch in from Kyle Phelan is a strike called. Next pitch is a ball outside. Ball 2, 2-1 count. Leadoff batter is Eric Walker. Second baseman is batting .279. Leads the league in stolen bases with 18. Fouls that pitch off. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Kyle Failing got the Scots in order 1-2-3 in the top of the first, and Ryan Kelly leads off against Roland LaPointe in the bottom of the first. Two and 0 count on Kelly to start the bottom of the first. Kelly comes into the game batting .350 on the season. That pitch catches the outside corner of the plate for strike one. Kelly is a sophomore business administration major from Waldwick, New Jersey. On the ground, or actually in the air, line shot to the third baseman. Amaya makes a diving step to his left for out number one. Out 5. Jesse Amaya with a grab at third base. Brings up the shortstop, Dan Donahue. Donahue is batting .313 on the season. To the right side, ground ball. Eric Walker throws over to Travis Pullen.
Now batting number
4-3 on the putout. LaPointe gets the first two Seahawks. Ball stays in the infield on both batters. Brings up the senior catcher Dominic DeSano. He's the Seahawks' leading batter, both batting average-wise with .351 and RBI-wise with 22. First pitch is in the dirt for a ball. DeSano is an education history major from Central Falls, Rhode Island. Inside for ball two.
Hey, let's go with 2 down. Let's go down.
LaPointe steps back off the rubber.
Let's go, baby.
Gives DeSano an opportunity to collect himself. He lines that LaPointe pitch over the Seahawk and Scott bullpen area for a foul. Strike swinging. 2-2 count now on DeSano with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. No score. Game 1. Scots versus Seahawks. Breaking ball. Fouled to the left side. Barehanded by assistant coach John Donahue, class of 2008. Several Seahawk alumni are in attendance at the ball game. It's Alumni Day for the Salve, Regina baseball program. I saw Patrick Quinn earlier. And tents are out in right center, set up for gathering of alumni. Breaking ball is high. Full count on DeSano. Joined by Kari Halliburton on the stats this afternoon. Swinging strike 3. That retires the side in order for LaPointe. We'll come back after this break for the top of the second inning in a scoreless game. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Second inning of Game 1.
Now batting for Gordon, number 5, Alonzo Martinez.
Right fielder Alonzo Martinez leads off the top of the second inning. He's batting .296 on the season. Both pitchers, Phelan and LaPointe, retired their opposing batters 1, 2, 3 in the top of the and bottom of the first inning. First pitch from Phelan to Martinez is in the dirt for a ball. Fouled off to the right side. 1-1 count. Several home events today for the Seahawks. Senior ceremonies just took place underway over at the Leroy Avenue tennis courts, where Colin Gunning represents the Seahawk men's tennis team as its lone senior. Another high fly ball to left field. Ryan Sweener, sunglasses on, fighting the sun, able to glove it for an out.
Now batting number 26, Travis Pullen.
And that brings up the first baseman, number 26, Travis Pullen. He's batting .250 on the season. First pitch is in for a strike. Pullen is a junior from Las Vegas, Nevada. 2 quick strikes from Kyle Phelan to Travis Pullen, with 1 out in the top of the second inning. Scoreless game. Pullen doesn't chase the outside pitch for ball 1. On the ground, foul ball just to the left of the third base line, and Joe Haley was covering it closely. So a 1-2 count on Pullen. And a called strike 3.
Now batting number 27, Carlos Pichardo.
That's the second strikeout for Phelan. Both of them were looking.
Great job.
Salve, Regina softball is underway at Topa Field with a 1 o'clock start. Samantha Wood is providing stat coverage for the Seahawks there. Seahawks host Western New England Golden Bears. Designated hitter Carlos Pichardo now faces Phelan. Pichardo is from La Romana, Dominican Republic. After getting in an 0-2 hole, he sees ball 1. 1-2 count. Pichardo is batting .207 on the season. And Phelan gets his third strikeout of the game. That one's swinging. Seahawks will come to bat in a scoreless game in the bottom of the second. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Senior right fielder Tyler Colby bats against Roland LaPointe. Colby comes into the game batting .271. He was one of 9 seniors recognized before today's Game 1 Commonwealth Coast Conference doubleheader, featuring the Scots of Gordon College and the Seahawks of Salve, Virginia University. First pitch from LaPointe, fouled off to the right side. Colby leaves that and one in the dirt for 1-1, doesn't chase it. Salve Regina comes into today's game with a 15-9 record. Seahawks have never had a losing streak greater than 2 games this season. They come in today with a 2-game losing streak, losing on Monday to Western New England and on Wednesday to at UMass Dartmouth. And Colby grounds that LaPointe pitch up the middle for a base hit. He'll be on first base
Now
for
number 18, Joe Haley.
the next batter, third baseman Joe Haley. Base MI. So Colby has the first hit of the game for either team, and he's the first base runner for either team. First pitch to Haley is a ball. He puts that in play to right center. Center fielder Alex German moves to his left and puts it away. Brings up the designated hitter, Alec Cusick, a freshman from Old Brookville, New York.
Come on, Alec. Hey, what you hit me.
Cusick is batting .367 on the season.
Come on, Alec.
That's 11 hits and 30 at-bats. He has less than half the playing time of the Seahawk leading batter. Therefore, he doesn't qualify for the batting average lead. Gordon comes into today's doubleheader, splitting a doubleheader yesterday with Eastern Nazarene. They won 4-1 in Game 1 and then lost the nightcap 3-0. The 3-0 loss ended a 5-game win streak for the Scots. They come into today's game 12-9 overall and 7-5 in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. Cusick is in a 1-2 hole against LaPointe. One out with Colby on first base. And my colleague Kyrie Halliburton guessed correctly on the starting temperature. He said it's over 60 degrees here. It's definitely over 60, and we now have a sunny 65 degrees at Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Grounded to the right side. It's going to stay in fair territory. LaPointe has to barehanded along the line. And his throw to first base hits Cusick in the back, so it's going to be a base hit for Cusick.
Let me tell you a little story about how
So Colby moves over to second base, and Cusick is on board with the infield single. Brings up the left fielder, Ryan Sweener. He's batting .273 on the season. First pitch, ball in the dirt. Sweener is a sophomore business major from South Kingstown, Rhode Island. Like the Seahawks, the Scots swept a doubleheader with Wentworth and with Curry. Unlike the Seahawks, the Scots swept a doubleheader with Nichols, whereas the Seahawks split a doubleheader last Saturday with the Bison. Both squads were swept by the Golden Bears of Western New England. And Ryan Sweener walks to load the bases here with one out in the bottom of the second inning. Scoreless game. Brings up the second baseman, Hunter Sleeper.
Fire back in the slow world where your light is at. Just burn it down. Fire back. You can tell them that I've been from hell and back.
He's batting .238 on the season. Sleeper has 10 hits and 42 at-bats. Looking for his first extra base hit. And if he's able to score any runs with this at-bat, he'll add to his 3 RBIs.
Squeeze it. Come on, dog.
That ball gets away from Dominic Craig, the Fighting Scots catcher, but no advancement on any of the runners on base. Sleeper has the bases loaded. Colby at third, Cusick at second, and Sweener at first. Sleeper gets a 2-0 count. Right over the heart of the plate for strike one. 2-1 count. Sleeper gets a 3-1 count. He has 7 base on balls on the season. That pitch catches the outside corner for strike 2. Full count with 1 out. Bases are full. And the count is full to Hunter Sleeper. He leaves that pitch high for ball 4 and the first run of the game. Tyler Colby crosses the plate. He led off the inning with a base hit. Brings up the 9th man in the batting order for the Seahawks today. That's first baseman Anthony Conti. He's batting .318 in the season. And he has the bases loaded as well. Conti has 14 hits and 44 at-bats. 3 of those hits are double, 6 RBI. First pitch from LaPointe to Conti is a ball low.
Hey, leave that out there.
Conti is 3rd on the Seahawks in base on balls with 10. Three and 0 count. Conti has one job to do right now, and that's to watch this pitch. Which he does over the plate for strike one. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Seahawks just scored to take a 1-0 lead. Count goes full on the second straight batter. LaPointe battles back from a 3-0 count to a 3-2 count. Anthony Conti batting with the bases loaded. And here's the pitch from LaPointe. Inside, ball 4. Second straight bases loaded walk. Makes the score 2-0, Salve Regina.
Pull up to the scene, but my roof gone. When I leave the scene, bet your boot gone. And I beat up like a new song. 2 Chainz, but I got.
Head coach John Ripple, in his 4th season, heads to the mound to talk with Roland LaPointe. And the top of the order is up for the Seahawks. Number 15, Ryan Kelly. He lined out to third base in the bottom of the first. He's got his second at bat already in the second inning. 2-0, Salve Regina. Today's games mark the 52nd and 53rd meetings in baseball between Gordon and Salve Regina. The Seahawks own a 40-11 mark in the all-time series against the Scots. First pitch to Kelly is ball low. Salve Regina swept the season series from the Scots in 2013. Both games were in Wenham, Massachusetts. 12-9 and 5-3 scores for the Seahawks. LaPointe gets the second pitch over for a strike. 1-1 count. That pitch is high, ball 2. Best day of the year, 2014. 65 degrees and sunny in Newport, Rhode Island. April 12th. Kelly fouls that pitch off for a 2-2 count. Down the third base line, it's fair ball. It's going to bring home a couple of runs. Anthony Conti is held at third base as Ryan Kelly stands at second base with a 2-run double.
Now batting number 2, Dan Donahue.
4-0, Seahawks lead here in the bottom of the second.
Girl, I told you it ain't tricking if you got it. I got it. If you got it, I got it. I want it so bad. I wanna see you in the moment. I got it so bad. I wanna see you in the
Brings up the shortstop Dan Donahue.
Now batting number 21,
Donahue grounded to second base in his first at bat.
lace up, Kel.
And he fouls out to third base on that at bat. And that's the second out of the inning. Brings up the catcher Dominic DeSano. Nice play in foul territory by the Scott third baseman Jesse Amaya. It was out of our view over here. And DeSano fouls off that pitch. Seahawks have scored 4 times this inning. 2 on bases loaded walks, and then a 2-run double by Ryan Kelly. He's now at second base. Anthony Conti's at third base. With 2 outs, Dominic DeSano bats. And that's a 1-1 count. Wild pitch. DeSano does his best to get out of the way. He knows what it's like for a catcher to go chase a wild pitch. Conti gets back to third base. On the ground to the left side, past the diving Amaya. Kelly and Conti score. And DeSano is on second, sliding in safely with a double down the left field line.
Now batting number 10, Tyler Colby.
2 more runs score for the Seahawks, making it 6-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Seahawks have batted around as Tyler Colby led off this inning with a single, and bats here in the same inning with 2 outs, a 6-0 lead, and Dominic DeSano on second. Foul ball, strike 2 to Colby. This is second inning of game 1 of a Commonwealth Coast Conference doubleheader. Salve, Regina currently stands in 4th place in the CCC, and right behind them is Gordon College. Fouled off to the right side, into the trees that have yet to sprout leaves. Outside, ball 1. So wildness has cost LaPointe some runs. He walked Sleeper and Conti. I brought in the first 2 runs for the Seahawks. And then Ryan Kelly and Dominic DeSano have had 2-run doubles for the Seahawks. And Colby's going to get a RBI double here, bringing in Dominic DeSano.
Now batting number 18, Joe Haley.
Seahawks now lead 7-0.
Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Don't leave him out there, Joey.
Brings up Joe Haley, third baseman. Haley flew out to center field in his first trip to the plate. And he ends the inning with a fly out to right field. So Haley makes 2 outs in the inning, but the Seahawks score 7 times in the bottom of the second. We head to the top of the third inning. Salve, Regina leads 7-0. back to Reynolds Field. Salve, Regina scored 7 times in the bottom of the second. We now start the top of the third inning. Shortstop Alex Smith is batting for the Scots. First pitch from Kyle Phelan is in there for a called strike. Smith is a sophomore from Wethersfield, Connecticut. In the air to the left side, long way to go for Ryan Sweener, but it hangs up enough as he catches it just before crossing over the foul line.
For Alex German.
Brings up the center fielder, Alex German. Ball low. First pitch from Phelan. That was the 33rd pitch from Phelan. 23 of them have been strikes. On the ground, foul. First base side. Gordon College first base coach intercepts it before Anthony Conti can get it. Throws it back to Kyle Phelan. He'll use the same ball. He's not superstitious. 2-1 count now. Over to Anthony Conti at first base. Gloves it, takes it himself to the bag. So it'll be 3U unassisted.
Now batting number 6,
2 outs for Kyle Phelan. Phelan now faces the 9th batter in the Scots lineup, the catcher Dominic Craig. This is Craig's second at-bat on the season. He's 0 for 1. Has a run scored.
1-1.
Two and 1 count now on Dominic Craig. He's a freshman from Ashburn, Virginia. Breaking ball over for a strike 2. 2-2 count. And a swinging strike 3 as Kyle Phelan retires the first 9 Scots he faces, and the Seahawks will bat in the bottom of the third, leading 7-0. Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Seahawks is their designated hitter, Alec Cusick. He had a base hit in his first at-bat. It was a rolling ground ball along the first base line that he beat out. Swinging strike from Cusick on the first pitch he sees from LaPointe. Cusick raises his average to 387 with that second inning base hit. And a swinging strike three on Cusick.
Now batting number 4.
He's the first out of the third inning. Brings up Ryan Sweener, left fielder. He walked in his first at bat. He was the first of 3 straight walks from LaPointe. And he sees a first pitch ball from LaPointe. There's a drive to left field. In play.
Now batting number 9, Hunter Sleeper.
And Mark Fitzgerald puts it away for out number 1, out number 2. Brings up Hunter Sleeper. He drew a bases loaded walk, his first at bat in the second inning. He's now batting with 2 outs in the third inning. 7-0 Salve Regina leads. Red Sox and Yankees are getting underway in the Bronx. As my chime on my iPhone just let me know. Of course, Kyrie Halliburton is a native of North Carolina, South Carolina. What baseball teams did you root for there?
The Bombers. The
minor league team?
Yeah, the Bombers.
Minor league affiliate for whom? Sleeper was ahead 3-0, and LaPointe gets the next 2 pitches in there for strikes. And swing and a miss on that pitch. Craig throws down to first baseman Travis Pullen for the out.
7, Gordon 0.
So S on the swing, and then space 2-3 on the putout. Salve Regina leads 7-0 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Sunny, 65 degrees. Salve Regina has a 7-0 lead. And the first batter in the 4th inning for the Scots is second baseman Eric Walker. He fouls out to Anthony Conti. FF3 on the play on the stat crew. So Kyle Phelan has retired the first 10 Scots he's faced. He now faces third baseman Jesse Amaya for the second time. First two pitches to Amaya, missed the strike zone, so 2-and-out count. Two and one count now. Another foul ball off the bat of Amaya. Count is 2-2. On the ground, Joe Haley gloves it. Two pumps into his glove and throws it over to Anthony Conti. 5-3 on the play.
Mark Fitzgerald.
Phelan has 2 outs now. Brings up the left fielder, Mark Fitzgerald. First pitch swinging, strike one. He swings at another low pitch for strike two.
Aren't there cones
Grounded foul. In the left center, sliding is Ryan Sweener. He makes the grab. He fights with the L7 on that play. A nice line drive off the bat of Fitzgerald, but he's out number 12 for the Fighting Scots. So Kyle Phelan has set down the first 12 Scots he's faced, and we'll head to the bottom of the fourth with Salve, Regina leading 7-0. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Senior first baseman Anthony Conti leads off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Seahawks. Conti drew a bases loaded walk in his first at bat, provided the second run of the game for the Seahawks. They now have a 7-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th. All 7 runs came in the bottom of the 2nd. Good eye on Conti, watches that inside for ball 2. It's 3-1 count now on Conti. Conti gets his 12th base on balls of the season. That's now tied for the team lead.
Look to the scene, but my roof gone. When I leave the scene, bet your boot gone. And I beat up like a new song. 2 chain, but I got me a few everything hot, skip lukewarm. Tell shot to bust it over, I'm gone.
Ryan Kelly has hit the ball hard both times to the left side. First time it was a line out to third baseman Jesse Amaya. Second at bat, a double down the left field line, and that brought in 2 runs.
I know when you press the button, it's supposed to focus on it. But it won't focus out. It takes pretty quick.
There's a shot by Ryan Kelly deep to left field. And it is over the left field fence for Ryan Kelly's 2nd home run of the season. It's a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Anthony Conti scores ahead of Ryan Kelly.
Is there a pitch in between that?
So on an 0-1 pitch, Ryan Kelly delivers a 2-run homer.
Now batting number 2, Dan Donahue.
And now we have a 9-0 score for the Seahawks.
I got it. Later on, hit the club and get it poppin'. Girl, I told you it ain't trickin' if you got it. I got it. If you got it, I got
it. That home run almost landed in the lawn chair of a spectator. Spectator vacated the chair beforehand. Dan Donahue gets a 2-0 count. Junior marketing major from Westbury, New York. Line shot right at the second baseman, who leaps.
Now batting number 21.
And Eric Walker makes the grab for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Catcher Dominic DeSano batting. He had a 2-run double in the 2nd inning. Salve Regina leads 9-0. 7 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th. Nice diving grab by the third baseman Jesse Amaya. In time to get Dominic DeSano at first base. Kari Halliburton disagrees though.
Now batting number 10, Tyler Colby.
That's 2 outs in the inning. Rolling the point, still pitching for the Scots. All 9 runs have been earned against the lefty pitcher. Brings up the right fielder Tyler Colby. That ball is high in the infield. Shortstop Alex Smith, near the base of the pitcher's mound, comes in and grabs it for an out. And that's the 3rd out of the 4th inning. Seahawks score 2 on Ryan Kelly's 2-run homer and lead 9-0 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Cal Phelan takes the mound for the top of the 5th inning. And the right fielder, Alonzo Martinez, bats. He now has a .292 batting average. First pitch ball. Second pitch, grounded down the third base line, and it's the first hit of the game for the Scots, and it's the first base runner of the game for the Scots. Martinez is going to get a ground rule double. So 2B space LL space GR
now batting number 26,
on the stats.
Travis Pullen.
That breaks up the perfect game bid for Phelan. He was nearly perfect 2 years ago on April 4th through a one-hitter against Wentworth Institute of Technology. That one hit came with one out in the top of the 7th inning, game 2 of a doubleheader with the Leopards, which also followed a no-hitter by Dan Keogh. Phelan had an 0-2 count on the Leopard batter, who flared a single off to left field just beyond third base. The next batter, he got to end the game on a grounded into a double play. So Phelan faced the minimum in that game. He now has no outs and Martinez on second base. Phelan has a comfortable lead, 9-0. In that near perfect game on April 4, 2012, he had a 3-0 cushion in final margin. In the air by Pullen to left field. That hits the fence in the air. It's going to be a run-scoring double for the Scots as Pullen pulls in at second base and Martinez scores the first run for Gordon College. Just 7 for left field. So a 9-1 score here in the top of the 5th inning. Phelan faces the designated hitter, Carlos Pichardo. First pitch catches the inside part of the plate for strike 1. To right center field, in the gap, Tyler Cobley cuts it off, throws it into second base, cut off by Hunter Sleeper, and there's going to be runners at the corners.
Now batting number 23, Alex Smith.
So no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. First 3 Scots players, right center, have collected hits against Kyle Phelan, who entered the 5th inning throwing a perfect game, and the first 3 have reached on base hits, 2 doubles and a single. Brings up the shortstop, Alex Smith. He's 0 for 2, correction, 0 for 1. First pitch from Phelan over the plate for a strike 1. Rounded to the right side, Anthony Conti goes to second for 1. Relayed over to first, not in time. They get the 1 out. So it's going to be a fielder's choice grounder for Smith. FC.
Now batting number 4, Alex German.
Go to the next, Pichardo. Pichardo is out on the play, 1-6. And that's all that happens. So Phelan gets the first out. Runners are still at the corners. Smith at first, Pullen at at third. And German now batting. Phelan catches the outside corner for strike 1. Nine-1 score, top of the 5th inning. Salve Regina leads after scoring 7 in the second and 2 in the fourth. Gordon has scored its run in the 5th inning. 3 successive hits, and they have runners at the corners for Alex German. German swings through, and the Scots engineer a double steal. So an S, and then stolen bases for 2 of the runners. It's now a 9-2 score. And a 1-2 count on German. Swinging foul tip. Caught by Dominic DeSano for out number 2.
Now batting number 6, Dominic Craig.
That's the 5th strikeout for Kyle Phelan here in the 5th inning. He has a 9-2 lead and 2 outs. Smith is on second, and Dominic Craig, the Scots catcher, is at the plate. First pitch in there for a called strike. Strike 2.
He swung or did he stop?
0-2 pitch to Craig. Smith was running, and he was gunned out at third base. So escape on the stats. Salve Regina has a 9-2 lead, and they'll come to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Salve Regina has a 9-2 lead, scoring 7 times in the 2nd inning and twice on a 2-run homer from Ryan Kelly in the 4th inning.
Now pitching for Gordon, number 28.
And we are in the bottom of the 5th inning with a new pitcher for the Fighting Scots. Did you say 28, Jillian?
Yep.
Ryan is the new pitcher. Number 28, Tristan Ryan, is making his 2nd appearance of the season. He has 1 inning pitched. He's allowed 1 run. It was unearned. He's walked 1 and struck out 1. And he's facing Joe Haley leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Seahawks. Ryan is a sophomore from Orlando, Florida. Foul on the ground to the right side. Barehanded by Chris Haddad, the assistant coach for the Seahawks. Haley is hit by that pitch from Ryan. And we have a pinch hitter for the Seahawks. It'll be number 3, Nicholas Delano. He'll remain in as the designated hitter. Senior from Reading, Massachusetts. Delano was honored before the game, along with his 8 other Seahawks seniors. Sees the first 2 pitches from Ryan miss the plate for a 2-0 count. Fouled off. Haley will return to first base, and Delano will face a 2-1 pitch from Ryan. Pitch is high to Delano, and Joe Haley steals second base.
CS? Is that a ball?
Yeah, ball, and then escape, and have Haley steal second. That pitch hits Nicholas Delano, so he'll take first base. First 2 batters that Tristan Ryan has faced have been hit batsmen.
Now batting number 1.
Brings up a pinch hitter for the Seahawks, who has probably the largest fans, number of fans here. Sal Camella, number 1. Senior marketing major from Ridgefield, New Jersey. And following him will be another senior pinch hitter, Alex Trammell. No outs in the 5th inning. Camella ducks out of the way of that Ryan pitch for ball 1. On the ground to the left side. Camella's going to beat that out for an infield single. A 1B6 for Camella. Delano to second, Haley to third.
29, Alexander Trammell.
And Alex Trammell now bats for the Seahawks with the bases loaded. Swings through the first pitch. So a swinging first pitch strike and then a ball. Gets a 1-1 count on Alex Trammell. He's batting 1,000 on the season. Trammell has 1 hit in his 1 at-bat. That came in Florida. That's in the air to the right side. And it is gloved out there. by Alonzo Martinez in short right field.
Now batting number 8.
No advancement on the base runners. So that's the first out of the bottom of the 5th inning. Bases remain loaded for Anthony Conti. He drew a bases loaded walk in the 2nd inning. That produced the 2nd run of the game for the Seahawks. Seahawks now lead 9-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. In the air to the left side, close to the foul line. Darn close, but lands foul. So foul ball, strike 1 to Anthony Conti.
Come on, Nate!
Conti's walked twice in the game. First time it produced a run. He's at bat here with an 0-1 count. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. 9-2 score for the Seahawks. Bases loaded again. Excuse me, check swing. Fouls that off to the left side. 0-2 count now on Conti. Top of the order, Ryan Kelly awaits on deck. Pitch is high from Ryan. He hit the first 2 Seahawks he faced in this inning. Joe Haley and Nicholas Delano. And that Conti swing is another foul. Conti works the count to 2-2. And a full count now on Anthony Conti with the bases loaded. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Seahawks lead 9-2. And ball 4 to Anthony Conti. Produces his 2nd RBI of the game.
Ryan Kelly.
Joe Haley scores. Makes it a 10-2 game for Salve, Regina.
And I beat it like a new song. 2 chain, but I got me a few everything hot, skip lukewarm. Tell Shawty pussy.
So with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th, Ryan Kelly faces Tristan Ryan, and he singles through the left side. Sal Camella coming all the way in from second base, diving headfirst with a run just after Nicholas Delano scored. So 2 runs in for the Seahawks. That's 4 RBI on the day for Ryan Kelly. 137. LS, left side.
Let's go, Dan! Put it away now!
Conti's at second base. Kelly's at first. And Camella and Delano both score on a single to left field for Ryan Kelly. See junior Dan Donahue now batting. He gets that shot out to left center. And Alex German, the center fielder, makes a nice diving catch. Tries to get Ryan Kelly at first base, but Kelly's back.
Number 21, Don DeSano.
And Conti gets to, so L8. And move Conti to third base. So with 2 outs, on the line shot by Dan Donahue, Dominic DeSano now bats. Seahawks lead 12-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ryan Kelly is thrown out at second, attempting to steal.
At the end of the 5th inning,
Dominic Craig to Eric Walker.
Got a ball.
So the Seahawks score 3 times in the inning. And now now have a 12-2 lead as we come to the top of the 6th inning. To Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Seahawks have a 12-2 lead as we enter the top of the 6th inning. Kyle Phelan on the pitch, facing Dominic Craig, the catcher who just threw out Ryan Kelly to end the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch in from Phelan is a called strike. Phelan was perfect through 4, allowed 3 hits and 2 runs in the top of the 5th inning. That made the score 9-2 at the time, and the Seahawks scored 3 more in the bottom of the 5th inning. Phelan has a 1-2 count on Craig. And a swinging strike 3. It's a 6th strikeout of the game for Kyle Phelan. Sal Camella, who pinch hit in the bottom of the 5th inning, earned an infield single and came around to score on Ryan Kelly's single. He moves out to left field, replacing Ryan Sweener, and he gets some action out there as he drifts back on Eric Walker's fly ball and puts it out in left field. So Walker is the second out of inning number 6. And now batting is the third baseman Jesse Amaya.
I don't see the crowd.
Alex Trammell, who also pinch hit for Hunter Sleeper, did not return defensively for the Seahawks, but Sean Becker is at second base for the Seahawks. And Amaya is hit by a Phelan pitch. He'll take first base.
Now batting number 9, Mark Fitzgerald.
The left fielder Mark Fitzgerald now bats for the Scots. 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. 12-2 lead for Salve, Regina. Second straight hit by pitch from Phelan. Base runners have to be directed to their respective bases.
Hey, Blue, take control. Toss somebody. Yo, you're down 10 guys. Take it easy. You got another game. Take runs, boy.
Now batting number 5, Alonzo Martinez.
Brings up the right fielder, Alonzo Martinez. 2 outs here in the 5th inning, 2 on, both hit batsmen. Amaya on second, Fitzgerald on first. Phelan looks into the Desano for the sign. It's the first pitch to Martinez. In the dirt and outside, ball 1. Salve, Regina men's tennis is hosting Wentworth Institute of Technology. That match began at 1 o'clock. And Salve, Regina softball is hosting Western New England University at Topper Field. That doubleheader also began at 1 o'clock. Lacrosse teams are in action later on at Gaudet Field. 4:30 start for women's lacrosse against Endicott, and 7 o'clock start for men's lacrosse, also against Endicott. In the air to right field, Tyler Colby chases it back. And with the McKillop Library as the background, he makes the final out of the 5th inning. The Seahawks will come to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning, leading 12-2. Here we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Salve, Regina leads Gordon College 12-2. New pitcher for the Scots is freshman right-hander from Scottsdale, Arizona, Jamison Boyd. He's the 3rd Scots pitcher of the day. First batter he'll face for the Seahawks is the catcher Dominic Desano. Desano has a double in 3 trips to the plate. It was a 2-run double in the 2nd inning. First pitch from Boyd is a ball. Second pitch catches the outside part of the plate. Strike 1, 1-1. Swinging strike 2 on Desano. 1-2. Boyd enters this outing with an 0-1 record. This is his second appearance of the season. He's thrown 1.1 innings. He's allowed 2 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. He's faced 6 batters on the season. Dominic DeSano is his 7th batter faced. DeSano works a full count against Boyd. In the air to left field, hooking foul, and out of play. That's in the air to left field as well. Left fielder Mark Fitzgerald moves close to the left field foul line and makes the catch in play.
Everybody jump, 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 everybody jump, 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 jump. Listen, some of y'all know how to do this. Some of y'all don't.
Brings up the right fielder for the Seahawks, Tyler Colby.
Come on, Cole. Reset, baby. Reset, baby. Be ready. Good.
First pitch outside. Ball 1. On the ground, left side. Kept in front by Jesse Amaya. And Tyler Colby beats it out. Infield single.
18, Joe Haley.
Hard shot by Colby off the chest of Amaya. And Colby beats it out. Brings up Salve, Regina's third baseman, Joe Haley. Line shot up the middle. Gloved by second baseman Eric Walker. Over to shortstop Alex Smith, and the relay over to Travis Pullen completes the double play grounder. So a 4.63 GDP for Haley and X on Colby. Seahawks will go out to the field for the top of the 7th inning, leading 12-2.
batting number 26, Travis Pullen.
Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Top of the 7th inning. Salve, Regina leads Gordon College 12-2. New pitcher in for the Seahawks is Zach Zadelis, and he gets Travis Pullen to line out to Tyler Colby in left field for out number 1 in the 7th inning.
Number 27, Carlos Pichardo.
Correction, right field. So with 1 out in the 7th inning, Carlos Pichardo, a junior, bats for the Scots. He has a 2-0 count.
Oh my God.
And a 3-0 count here. And Zadelis works his way back to get Pichardo out on strikes.
Now batting number 23, Alex Smith.
In softball action at Topa Field, Seahawks and Golden Bears have gone to extra innings, 1-1 game. Smith puts that ball in the air, and his shortstop counterpart puts it away for the final out of Game 1. Salve, Regina wins Game 1.
At the end of the first game,
12-2. We'll be back for a short wrap-up after a break. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island, where the Seahawks just completed a 12-2 victory in Game 1 of a doubleheader with Gordon College. Winning pitcher Kyle Phelan improves to 4-1 on the season. Losing pitcher Roland LaPointe falls to 1-2. For the Seahawks, 12 runs on 9 hits, no errors. For the Scots, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors as well. At the plate for the Seahawks, Ryan Kelly went 3 for 4, 2 runs scored and 6 runs batted in. Dominic Tassano was 1 for 4 with a run scored and 2 runs batted in. And Anthony Conti was 0 for 0 in the game, but he scored 2 runs and he batted in 2 runs with a pair of bases loaded walks. Kyle Phelan pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them were earned. He struck out 6 Scots batters, hit 2 of them. And Zach Zadelis pitched the 7th inning, a clean 7th inning, striking out 1 and facing 3 batters. So that's a wrap from Reynolds of Game 1. We'll be back for Game 2 in about 20 minutes. Thanks for joining us for Game 1. We'll see you in about 30 minutes. Thanks.